IBM are brand name that's synonymous with technology. Can you tell us a bit about the work that you're doing in Ireland, especially in terms of IoT, one of the most exciting technologies emerging at the moment?
Yeah, so within the division I work in, what we're trying to do and what we're doing with the customers in Ireland is taking their data and then transforming that data into business value. And that business value can be around making their processes much more lean and much more cost effective, or it could actually be a brand new business model for them to generate revenue. But it all starts down at the bottom with the data, and then managing the data. And then once you've got that data, you understand the data, how do you analyze that data, and what do you store, what can you dispose of, all of these questions, and then transforming that into a solution that, as I said, enables you to either lean your processes or generate revenue for you.
And Watson, in terms of analysing data, is probably at the forefront of this area, particularly in applications of healthcare. That's one of the really exciting developments. Can you talk about some of the work that Watson is doing?
Yeah, so in Watson Health, absolutely, we train the Watson corpus, if you like, with all the information, and it's medical records, clinician records, it's all the medical journals, it's external conference proceedings. Every ounce of data we can get, we feed into Watson, and then Watson starts to learn, and then it will never replace the clinician, the specialist, but what it gives is like a right-hand person to say, okay, this patient is presenting with these problems in terms of cancer. What course of treatment should I be looking at? And it will rank the courses of treatment, or the best next steps, if you like, in the treatment of cancer for those patients, and it will rank them, from the very highest down to the very lowest, based on the information that is given by the clinician. So, what they're presenting, what symptoms, how old, medical past, all of this information, and it will reference this corpus of knowledge that's been fed, and then give these rankings. So it's not saying you should do this, it's saying 95% this is the course of treatment that you should follow next.
And people do worry about computers replacing clinicians and that kind of idea, but do you genuinely see it more as something that's going to be assistive rather than a replacement?
Yeah, absolutely. And absolutely, you're always we're humans, right? Everybody loves the human touch, the FaceTime. You never, I don't think so in my lifetime, that you will ever see robots, replacing that side of life, where it's a very important, very emotional time for people. But it does, as I said, offer that non-biased opinion, on what the next course of action is.
Yeah. And I mean, healthcare is an obvious industry to put Watson in the middle of. It's very data driven, and the data can actually provide very useful insights. Are there other industries that you see as high potential as healthcare?
Oh gosh, yeah, lots and lots and lots. I mean, for me, a real sweet spot for me is the whole construction industry, right? So looking at the life cycle of a building, it starts with somebody generating a 3D model, and then that 3D model is enhanced, and information and data is put into the 3D model. What we need to do, and where the construction industry is going in terms of its digitization, is to take that digital asset and ensure that it mirrors the physical asset right through the life cycle. And then what that generates is a real accurate representation of the physical world, so that you know where hazardous materials are, where your high value assets are, where the people are for health and safety. I mean, the use cases are phenomenal. We've a bit of way to go, but there's lots of people looking at this, but that's one really big area where I think we're going to have a positive impact from the Internet of Things.
Enjoy this video? Click here to get the latest news from siliconrepublic.com, and go find us on social media.